Greetings to all and welcome to my channel. I trust that you are all enjoying a splendid day. Before we commence, kindly take a moment to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. November 14th, BOMBSHELL, Carter and Deacon / over Hope in Bold and the Beautiful. #P spoilers. Deacon and Carter make the case for Hope's future at Il Giardino, while Carter and Ridge argue at Forrester Creations, and Hope and Brooke discuss her future at her home. For the Thursday, November 14 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers photos show both Carter and Deacon make the case for Hope, but will they be successful? These images preview some big moments that you will not want to miss. It looks like Deacon, San Cannon, and Finn, Tanner Novlin, have a difference of opinion at Il Giardino. Deacon doesn't look too pleased with his biological son-in-law. Most likely, they're arguing over Steffi, Jacqueline McKen's Wood, firing Hope, Annika Noel. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, Carter, Lawrence St. Victor, looks frustrated as he tries to fight for Hope for the future and Hope while Ridge, Thorsten K., and Steffi don't look at all convinced. They likely don't understand why Carter is fighting so hard. At Hope's, she and Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, have some coffee and a serious discussion. Later, Carter arrives, and he and Hope embrace. The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful continues to escalate as November heats up, and one of the most intense storylines is the ongoing battle for Hope Logan's future. In an emotional and high-stakes episode set for November 14, two powerful men, Carter Walton and Deacon Sharp, find themselves in an unexpected confrontation, both fighting for Hope's well-being in their own ways. While each man has his own reasons for wanting to protect Hope, their motivations and methods are very different, setting the stage for a dramatic showdown that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Carter and Deacon's roles in Hope's life have evolved over time, and now, as she grapples with the fallout from being fired from Forrester Creations, these two men will clash over how best to support her. With emotions running high and loyalties tested, this confrontation will have lasting consequences for all involved. The fallout from Hope's firing. The stage for Carter and Deacon's confrontation is set against the backdrop of Hope's recent firing from Forrester Creations. Hope Logan has long been a central figure in the Forrester family, contributing to the creation of the Hope for the Future line and playing a pivotal role in the company's success. However, Steffi Forrester's decision to fire Hope has shaken the entire Logan family and sent shockwaves through the business world. Hope has been struggling to process her ousting from the company, feeling blindsided and betrayed by her own family, particularly Steffi, who she thought was her ally. The decision has left Hope questioning her place at Forrester Creations, her self-worth, and her future in the fashion industry. As a result, she is emotionally vulnerable, and both Carter and Deacon, two men who care deeply for her, are stepping in to offer support. However, their involvement is not without tension. Carter Walton, the loyal friend and protector. Carter Walton has always been one of Hope's closest allies, both professionally and personally. As the Forrester Creations COO, Carter has seen firsthand the hard work and dedication Hope has put into the company. Despite his loyalty to the Forrester family, Carter has never hesitated to defend Hope when he believed she was being mistreated or overlooked. Carter's role in this upcoming storyline is that of a protector. He deeply cares for Hope, and though their romantic relationship has had its ups and downs over the years, he has always been there for her as a friend and confidant. His commitment to Hope is evident, and with her professional life now in turmoil, Carter will take it upon himself to be a strong source of support. However, Carter's protective nature could cause him to clash with others, especially if he feels that Hope is being unfairly treated by the Forrester family or that Steffi's decision was unjust. In the November 14 episode, Carter's frustration with the situation will come to a head. Spoilers suggest that Carter will confront Steffi, not only about her decision to fire Hope, but also about the broader implications of that decision. He may be questioning Steffi's motives and the long-term impact on Hope's career. Will Carter stand firm in his belief that Hope deserves a second chance at Forrester Creations, or will he be forced to accept Steffi's choice and the consequences that come with it? More importantly, Carter's loyalty to Hope will also lead him to take a stand against Deacon, who, while well-meaning, may be handling things in a much more aggressive and personal manner. Carter's protective instincts, combined with his past experience in corporate matters, will give him the upper hand in any confrontation with Deacon. But will his commitment to doing what's best for Hope clash with Deacon's more emotional, impulsive style of support? Deacon Sharp, the protective father. Deacon Sharp's involvement in Hope's life has always been a complicated one. As her estranged father, Deacon has had a tumultuous relationship with the Forrester family, particularly Steffi and Ridge. Deacon's past mistakes, including his time spent in prison and his more questionable choices, have put him at odds with many of the characters on the show. However, his love for his daughter, Hope, has been a consistent motivator for him throughout his journey. Deacon has always been fiercely protective of Hope, sometimes to the point of overstepping boundaries. With Hope now reeling from the devastation of her firing, Deacon will be more determined than ever to stand by her side and ensure that she doesn't spiral further. Deacon's motivations, however, come from a deep desire to see Hope succeed on her own terms, free from the influence of the Forrester family, which he believes has always undervalued her. Spoilers for November 14 indicate that Deacon will confront Carter in an attempt to protect Hope. Deacon believes that Hope has been wronged, and he feels that Carter, despite his good intentions, may not be the right person to help her in this moment of crisis. As a father, Deacon's protective instincts will be in full force, and he will make it clear that he's not going to sit idly by while Hope is hurt by the decisions of others. This confrontation is set to be heated, as Carter and Deacon have fundamentally different approaches to handling Hope's situation. Carter wants to help Hope through her professional setbacks and ensure she finds a new path forward within Forrester Creations, while Deacon wants to see Hope break free of the Forrester legacy and take control of her own future. Their clash will be a battle of wills, with each man determined to do what's best for Hope in his own way. The confrontation, Carter versus Deacon. The showdown between Carter and Deacon is poised to be one of the most emotional and intense moments in The Bold and the Beautiful in the coming weeks. Both men care deeply for Hope, but their methods and priorities couldn't be more different. As the two men come head to head, it will be a battle between practicality and emotion, with each arguing for what they believe is best for Hope's future. Deacon will accuse Carter of being too tied to the Forrester family's interests and too willing to compromise Hope's independence in favor of maintaining the status quo. He may argue that Carter is too caught up in corporate politics and isn't considering Hope's emotional needs in this crisis. Deacon may even go so far as to accuse Carter of failing to truly see Hope for who she is and what she's capable of outside of the Forrester legacy. On the other hand, Carter will push back against Deacon's more dramatic, reactive approach. Carter's argument will likely focus on the idea that Hope needs to stay connected to Forrester Creations in order to secure her future, and that leaving the company would be a mistake, especially after years of hard work. He may argue that Deacon's desire to protect Hope is ultimately misguided, especially if it involves pushing her away from the very company that has supported her success. Carter may also point out that while Deacon's heart is in the right place, his interference in Hope's career could make things even more complicated for her in the long run. The tension between these two characters will only increase as their confrontation escalates. The clash between Carter and Deacon is bound to create a ripple effect throughout the Forrester family, with Steffi and others possibly being forced to choose sides. In the heat of the moment, both men could say things they regret, leaving their relationships with Hope, and with each other, forever changed. The impact on Hope, at the center of all this conflict, is Hope herself, who will have to contend with the fallout from both Carter and Deacon's actions. While she may appreciate their concern and love, she is also struggling with the deep emotional wounds caused by Steffi's decision to fire her. Hope will likely find herself caught between two very different worlds: the Forrester family's business world, represented by Carter, and her father's more rebellious, protective instincts, represented by Deacon. Hope may eventually have to make a choice between following the advice of her father, who wants her to distance herself from the Forrester legacy, and the guidance of Carter, who believes that she can still thrive within the family business. This decision will not only affect her career, but also her relationships with both men, as well as her standing within the Forrester family. What's next for Hope, Carter, and Deacon? As the drama unfolds, it's clear that Hope's future is uncertain. The support of both Carter and Deacon will be crucial to her next steps, but it's likely that their clash will force her to confront difficult truths about her own desires, her future in fashion, and her place within the Forrester family. The emotional stakes couldn't be higher, and viewers can expect a thrilling and unpredictable journey for Hope as she navigates this turbulent time. The upcoming showdown between Carter and Deacon will not only define their relationships with Hope, but will also set the stage for the next phase of the Forrester family drama. With emotions running high, alliances will shift, and loyalties will be tested. One thing is for certain, The Bold and the Beautiful is delivering the kind of high-stakes drama that fans can't afford to miss.